Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Ocean's 11, the 1960 version, starring the Rat Pack: Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford. Ending the Rat Pack from there, it's Angie Dickinson, Cesar Romero, and Joey Bishop, and directed by Louis Milestone. Now, I don't really know what to expect from this series as much because I've seen the George Clooney 3. I've never seen this one. Well, I've seen it once, but don't remember it very well. But with the upcoming Ocean's 8, and it's getting a little bit of popularity at this point, from what I've seen in the trailers. So let's just get right into this. I really enjoyed how the credits counted to the number 11 because it's called Ocean's 11, and the casino lights were very colorful, and the opening credits it's rolling was rather intriguing. But the only thing is, I wish it went by a little quicker. It's Christmas time, and it's very decorative set for this movie to start us off with. I also like how we learned about that they worked together in the military. That was a good background story for the Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean, played by Frank Sinatra, starts recruiting the 11 to go on a job with money in Vegas involved, and their wives are reluctantly agree, but for those of them that get married, but get told different stories. I must confess, I don't know what in the hell is going on in this movie. I don't even know if there is a plot that the remake will do a better job than here in this movie. This is a 2-hour and 6-minute movie, and I don't know what is happening in this movie. Danny's wife, Beatrice, played by Angie Dickinson, who divorced him, is a character I'm not sure what to think of, except she's not a very good character in my opinion. I thought when the guy who comes in with the cop when he gets lost in the neighborhood with a broken arm, and as it turns out it was not really a broken arm, was rather funny in an odd kind of way. The heist begins in Las Vegas, and the plot for some reason moves very slowly, and I'm not following it very well because it's slowly paced, and I don't know what is going on here. I thought the Planet of the Apes was much easier to follow than this. I still can follow Psycho to this day, but here I don't understand a damn thing of what is going on in this movie, and that's a real problem. It's a new year for the Ocean's 11, but like I said before, this movie is moving very slowly, and I wanted to fall asleep, and I'm not caring for these characters as much as I want to, or whether they get away with it or not. But I've got 45 minutes left of the movie. Tony dies in the street, and the cops call the ambulance, and Danny and the gang are not devastated with his death until they go to the funeral by the end of it. And my problem is, at this point, can't they show a little emotion here? It's ridiculous. Even the cops try to find the capture, who was in the casino at the night of Tony's death, and Jimmy's stepfather, who is played by Cesar Romero, the Joker in the 1960s Batman stuff, is a cop. As soon as he finds out one of the 11 is Jimmy, and was there, and his friends by his mother, and isn't it a bad idea to bring your mother to Vegas while you're going on a heist? I think it's a terrible idea, and it will lead to a terrible ending to the Ocean's 11. But what I do like when it's over is when the marquee says the Rat Packs, as well as the other actors in this movie's names in the marquee. It's kind of neat, I feel like. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 3.7 out of 10. I don't understand this plot and don't care for the characters. I would like to see the Rat Pack in a better movie than this. I don't want a sequel to this, and I'm glad it got remade in 2001. And I'll tell you how I feel about that next week. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and next week I will be back with the George Clooney version of Ocean's 11. And until next time, see ya in years later.